This is Blastin Bob's Resonator Delete for the Challenger SRT, and it also fits Chargers and 300s. Here it is pretty much as it comes out of the box. It's bubble wrap taped up. You get a set of fairly detailed instructions, one page. That's pretty much all you need. And a little decal, Blastin Bob's. So I'm going to get this unwrapped for you. Alright, got the exhaust unwrapped here. Looks pretty good. It's just standard aluminized steel pipe, no problem there. It'll last for years. It's not like it's trapping moisture back here like a muffler would do and rust out. I like the fact that all of their welds have been galvanized coated with galvanizing paint, so that's going to be all protected. A lot of your exhaust shops won't do that. They'll just leave the weld open and it'll start to corrode there in a short time. So I like that. Another reason I'd like this particular exhaust is it uses your factory tips. I really didn't want to go with the quad tips on a lot of the aftermarket exhausts. And plus, this is a good price point for about the same quality of sound. We'll be installing this exhaust today on a 2014 Dodge Challenger SRT Core. We just got to get it up in the air and support it safely at a comfortable working height. Alright, now that we have it up in the air so that we can work on it, I'm just going to take the pipes and just kind of eyeball them in place, make sure they're going to fit and that they're made for the car. Before we start hacking up our exhaust, just line it up to where the mounts are. It seems to follow the same path. It looks like the tip's going to be about the same spot. The hanger's going to line up. And I'll do that for the other side too. Alright, so the first step is just get the tips off. So I'm going to go ahead and buzz these spot welds on the exhaust clamps on both sides and remove the tips. I always wear eye protection, hearing protection. And just save your clamp. And do that to both sides. Alright, so now we're going to mark the exhaust where to cut. It says to mark 10 inches aft from the front hanger, after the front resonator mufflers. So that'd be right here. That's the front of the car. Here's the rear section of the muffler that we're cutting out, and you measure 10 inches from that hanger on both sides and mark that. And cut right there. Alright, now we're just going to cut on the marks we made. I'm using a Sawzall. Your best bet would be use a exhaust chain cutter. That'd be your best, cleanest cut. You just want to be careful. You might have CV boots up here real close to where you're cutting, so you just want to make sure you stay clear of those. Don't puncture a CV boot or anything else. Of course, eye protection, ear protection. Alright, now we're going to remove the rear resonators after we cut the pipe. I'm going to go ahead and spray all my rubber mounts with some lubricant, either silicone or WD-40. And on this side we have a ground clip on the exhaust. You want to go ahead and pop that off. It's right here. It just clips onto the little mount, the exhaust mount. Just unclip that. And we're going to unbolt the exhaust. You're going to unbolt the rear mount. And here's the rear mount of the same side. Just unbolt this one too. Once you do this, the exhaust is going to fall on you or on the floor. So you want to have somebody hold it. Alright, now you're just going to pull your rubber mounts off your stock exhaust. Use a hose removal tool, radiator hose pick, to get these off. Help me out a little bit. And WD-40 helps a lot. Alright, then you're just going to reinstall the mounts. I'm just going to spread some silicone grease or rubber safe grease on these mounts here. Make sure they slip into the rubber real easily. And before I put the pipes up, I'm just going to quickly deburr the edges where I cut. And you probably want to remove any stickers that are left on your exhaust, just to get a real smooth seal and a good install. Alright, now we're going to fit our pipe. Looks pretty good. And then just slip your studs into the mounts. Alright. Looks like it fits alright. You just want to make sure you hook up your ground strap again to your new exhaust pipe. Just like that. Alright, now we're going to throw our tips on. And it looks like I gotta go forward with that one and maybe come out just a hair with this one. That's why you want to leave your front pipe, your front clamps loose at the moment, so you can make adjustments here. Alright, after you get everything positioned exactly how you want it, you can go ahead and start tightening everything up. Start with the front clamps. You just want to give the tips a good quick degreasing before you start it up, so the greases don't burn into the tips, because they're going to get a little bit hotter now that the exhaust is a little bit more open.